Welcome to part 2 of the tutorial, Introduction to Unity. In this section, we'll cover navigating 3D space. Why don't we get familiar with Unity's different views by creating our first object? We'll create a cube to play around with. To do this, go to the Game Object menu item at the top of the screen. Hover over Create Other, and then select Cube from the new menu. You should now see a 3D cube object in your scene view. The next step is to learn how to navigate around your scene view, as well as the basics of manipulating our new cube object. Navigating in 3D space is highly reliant on hotkeys. We will do a quick overview of each action here, and list the hotkeys used to perform those actions. Rotating your view can be accomplished in two ways. You can use a focused rotate to rotate your view using your mouse cursor location as the pivot point, or you can do an unfocused rotation. Zooming will allow you to move your view closer to an object or farther away, depending on your needs. You can zoom your view in two ways. You can either zoom to a specific point, or you can zoom into the center of your screen. Panning is the act of sliding your view on a 2D plane, one direction or the other, up, down, side, diagonal, however you wish. Another useful feature for navigating around your scene view is using object framing. Framing an object will center that object on your screen. To quickly frame an object, select it by clicking it on the screen, or select it from the Hierarchy tab. Then hover the mouse over the scene view and press the F key. You can also select it from the page editor. We will explain the page editor and how it lists items later. Transforming objects means changing the position, move, alignment, rotate, and size, scale. To move an object's position in your scene, select the object and press W. When you use the Move Object function, you will see three axes: X-axis, Y-axis, and Z-axis. You can either hold left-click on one of these axes to move the object only on that axis, or you can select a cross, the small square between the two axes, to move along the two axes at once. To rotate an object and change its alignment, select the object and press E. You will see a sphere around your object, again with three axes. Hold left-click over one of these to rotate the object in only that direction. Holding left-click in the center of the circle will allow the object to rotate freely. To change the size of an object, select the object and press R. When you scale an object, you will again see three lines, each ending with a square, as well as a square in the center. To change the size of an object, hold left-click on the square which represents the direction you would like the object size to change. If you would like to alter the entire object at once, click and hold the white square in the middle. One more quick tip about the scene view. You'll see in the top right of your scene view there's a square with 4 cones on each side, labeled with X, Y, and Z. Using this gizmo, you can quickly change your point of view. This is useful for rotating quickly 90 degrees around one axis. If you get lost using your gizmo, or panning, zooming, and rotating too much, use framing by selecting an object in your hierarchy tree and pressing F in your scene view. Remember that most assets used in the Active Reader are flat planes, so looking directly at them from above, below, or the side will make them appear invisible, as they have no thickness. The last window we'll talk about is the Game View. In the Game View window, you will find a menu in the top left which opens a drop-down menu of different aspect ratio options. Make sure the resolution of the Game tab is set to the correct target resolution. If your target resolution is unavailable, you will have to set it manually in Unity. To do this, navigate to Edit, Project Settings, and then Player. This will open the player settings in the Inspector tab. Under Pre-Platform Settings, and then Resolution and Presentation, adjust the default screen width and height to the desired resolution. For iPad and Portrait, The resolution is 768 by 1024. You'll notice that in your Hierarchy tab, you have an item named Main Camera. This camera will control what image is displayed to the game view, and thus what the person viewing the project will see. The main camera is an object similar to other objects. It can be moved, rotated, and the game view will change accordingly. While you are moving the camera, you will see a camera preview in the bottom right. This is a preview of what you will see in the game view. You've covered the basics of using and understanding Unity, as well as navigating around in 3D space. Great job! Continue on to the next tutorial, Preparation.